Hi there, hope you're okay. I don't really do these emotional vlogs to camera that often. In fact, I don't think I've done any. But I've had a really rough couple of weeks really. It's probably why I haven't posted a lot. All started with started to get a bad back, as I do from time to time, and then I went and slipped over in the allotment and jarred my back. So that led to a week of doing a fat lot of nothing, lying on the sofa. And to be perfectly honest, I get so down. Just gonna have a sit here on this bench. I get so down when that happens. Probably not a great person to be around, to be honest. It is the black dog just hits me hard really, and you feel like a complete and utter failure. And I've struggled with that for the last few years really. You feel rubbish, you know. The way I see it, sorry, there's a worm down here and he's quite interesting. Sad, isn't it? So yeah, the black dog descends and I feel rubbish and I feel useless and I feel worthless, and I know I shouldn't, but it's stupid. But I'm unable to do the things that I used to do, and I'm not working full time, slogging my guts off, making a good salary like I was 6 years ago, whatever, and we have to cut our cloth accordingly at home. And then your kids want something, or I want something, or my other half wants something. It could be trivial things really. For instance, the chicken coop. I wanted a roll of chicken wire, and that was like 30 quid. And it's like, I can't do that this month. Just we've got other more important things to buy. Whereas before, when I had a decent salary and everything, I could just go out and buy that. Think of the money I wasted. Anyway, but it's really hard sometimes motivating yourself when you've got a disability, because I'm told by my doctors I've got to keep active. It's one of those things, is I've got to do what I can when I can. It's no good sitting around all day, because I've got to keep my muscles going. But at the same time, it's a very thin line for me if I can do too much and really put myself out. And it's hard getting that balance sometimes. And then I can have weeks where I feel fine. Well, I'm not fine, but I feel good. I feel like I can do things, and I do more and more and more, and then I just completely kill myself. And I think that's what I've done over January. And I'd started playing a little bit more walking football to get a bit active, lose a bit of weight after Christmas, and so I was doing that 2 hours a week rather than the 1 hour a week. And it doesn't seem a lot to most people. Sure, there's people out there in their 30s that run for like 10 hours a week or something, but that extra hour of exercise, it's just absolutely killed me. It just really has. And so every part of me started to play up. I was almost in tears the other day because I was in pain, and I don't want this to be some sympathy trip. It's more about the fact that I don't talk about these things. And I was watching a podcast the other day with one of the guys from the In-Betweeners, James Buckley, and he was saying about men need to talk about these things who've forever been grown up to keep quiet. And that's exactly what I do. I'm 35, generation of being told to man up, stiff upper lip and all that, best of British. And we don't complain about the serious things in Britain. We don't really. We complain about the trivial things. Cup of tea's the wrong temperature, someone's put onion on my sandwich, all those things. But when it comes to our own mental well-being, we just bottle it up, and it just festers and it brews, and it's horrible, and it makes us feel worse. We need to stop doing it really. When we feel crap, we need to tell people. And I've started doing it at home now. I've started saying to my other half, I feel shit today. And she's like, why? You know, is it your back? And I'm like, nah, just not in the right headspace. And she's like, well, I can't do anything about that. You need to do something about that. You need to get out. You need to do something. Make yourself a plan of what you want to do, she tells me, and that kind of thing. And I started doing it. And so the other day I wrote myself a list of what I want to achieve before summer. So before July, let's say. So I wrote this list down, and we budgeted it out, and we put down all the finances and if it was doable or not. And we think it's doable, saving a bit here and there. And it made me feel better. I wouldn't say I was 100%. And actually 2 days ago I was down at my grandparents' house, and my granddad said to me, he said, "You alright?" And I was like, yeah, fine. And he goes, "You don't look alright." He goes, "You look miserable." And that's like my granddad. And I was like, yeah, things are getting me down. And he's like, what? And I was like, everything and nothing. And he was like, all right. And I think he gets it, because I mean, although my granddad hasn't had a disability, in later life he suffers really bad with his back because of abusing it when he was younger, like working in foundries, when he has a bad back and he can't do things in the garden. And I said to him, I want to do things that I can't, and this and the other, and he was like, yeah, and we were chatting away. And my granddad noticed it. So you know, it's just hard, and I try and do all these positive things. I try and tweet a lot, I try and Instagram, I try and do all these things that, you know, disability isn't inability, and invisible disability and all the rest of it, and anyone can garden, anyone explore, and I do honestly believe that anyone can do something. But just because we're doing it, these gardening, the exercise, playing, walking, football, whatever it is that you do, go fishing, I don't know what your hobbies are, just because we do these things, it doesn't mean that it's a cure for basically being depressed. And it's tough. It really is tough, because you know exactly what it is. I know I'm depressed. I don't know why. And you can't shake it off. And it's bizarre. And I like to think I'm an intelligent person. But you sit there and you think to yourself, Ross, you've got a muscle disability. Your muscles are going to hurt. You can't do these things every day. Right? But my brain, just the other part of it, just doesn't accept it. And it's, yeah, effing annoying. I don't swear a lot on these videos, so apologies for that. I think what I'm going to do over the next 6 to 12 months is, when I feel like this, rather than not do the footage down the allotment, especially in the summer when the footage is nice, I think I'm just going to post it. I think I'm just going to sit here, I'll ramble on for 5-6 minutes, and I'll tell you exactly how I'm feeling. I'll put it under a different thumbnail so the gardeners don't have to watch my ramblings. I don't expect anyone to watch them really, but you never know. There's got to be other people out there that feel like me from time to time, and it does get better, and we are living for the good days. It's just about getting to the really, getting to the bad ones really. I'm getting there. I'm on the mend. So until next time, people, speak soon, and hopefully the next video is a bit chirpier. So yeah, all the best.